everybody, it's Keren here from tuppencecolored.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is the card I'm going to be making today, and as you can see, it is a Christmas card, and if you stay with me, I will show you how I made it. I'm going to be using this stamp from Wondrous Wreath. It says Happy Wonderful Christmas, and I've got it mounted up already on my my block, and I'm using Tuxedo Black Memento, and I'm using this instead of my basic black because my basic black is in need of re-inking, and I need to order, well I have actually ordered and waiting for it to be delivered, some re-inker for it. So I'm just going to place that down onto my square of Very Vanilla card, which is just a little square, I think it's about 3 inches, and I've got my silicone mat underneath because this is a photopolymer stamp, and I'm giving this plenty of time for the ink to transfer. So that, I hope, is about right now, and that has stamped very nicely for me. Very happy with that. So I'm going to die cut this shape out now, and I'm going to use one of the dies from the layering circles, and there's that one. Will the one the next size down be big enough? Just about, I think. So I think I'm going to go with this size, and I'm going to put that through the big shot, and I shall be right back. So that's now cut out, and that's ready to go onto the front of my card. Here's my card base. It's a piece of cherry cobbler, which I've cut to 4 inches by 11.5, and I've folded it at the halfway mark, which is at 5 3/4. And I'm just going to apply the circle that I just die cut with a little bit of snail. And I'm going to try and place this so that it's more or less centered between the two short edges, the two outer edges there, but it's a little bit more than halfway up from the bottom of the card. So I want more space here than here, and on a rectangular card it just balances a little bit better. Okay, I think I'm reasonably happy with that. Okay, so I have been very busy at the big shot, and I have cut out a lot of the branches from the pretty pines, it's easy for you to say, and I've cut out a pile that are in garden green, and I've cut out a pile that are in mint macaron, and I'm going to arrange these around the outside of my circle, and I am actually going to cut into them and snip into them so that they actually fit a little better, and I'm going to stick them down with some of the fine tip glue. I tried doing this with Tombow, and I just got into an awful sticky mess. And the thing about Tombow, which is a feature of it, is that it's a two-way adhesive, which means that it dries tacky. And I mean, you can, which is wonderful. I mean, you can use it for foiling and for all sorts of things like that. But if you actually get any onto the surface of the card, then you're going to need to get it off afterwards with an adhesive eraser. And this is just a little bit too complicated for that. So you see, now by snipping it in half, I give myself a little bit more bend and wiggle room. Now the garden green is going to be my bottom layer of pine branches, and then when I've got a layer of the garden green down, then I'm going to go over the top with the mint macaron, and that's going to take me a little while, so I'm going to love you and leave you for a little while, and I will be back shortly, so I will see you soon. Okay, so that's my garden green layer on. Now I'm going to use the mint macaron. takes longer to dry than Tombow does, so I'm going to leave that set for a little while and I'll come back to it. That's had plenty of time for the adhesive to dry, so now I want to finish it off. And because this is a dark card, on the inside I want to put a panel, and I've stamped the message, "May happy moments and cherished memories surround you with joy this season," and that's from the same Wondrous Wreath stamp set. And I'm just going to use just a little bit of snail. And I've got a piece of Very Vanilla here. This is actually Very Vanilla envelope paper that was retired, but I still have some left. But if you didn't have that, Very Vanilla card would work just as well. I'm just using this, I'm just using it up. Okay, so that's the inside of my card all dealt with, and I just want to put some final embellishments on the front of my card. And I have die cuts from the same set as the pine branches, the pretty pines. I've die cut this bow in cherry cobbler, and there are two bows, dies for two bows, and I think I'm going to use the larger one. I did cut the smaller one as well at the same time, so I'm just going to see which I prefer. I don't know. I think I prefer the larger one. Yeah, and I also have these, which are the Christmas Trinkets embellishments, and these are stunning. Right, you get the bells, the Christmas bells, or there's a gingerbread man, or what's the third one? There is a little sprig of holly, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I would wear these, particularly the jingle bells, because it doesn't matter which side you put them, because they're the same on both sides, which is pretty cool. And so is the holly. That's the same both sides. But the little gingerbread man, he's a little gingerbread man on that side, and he's kind of flat on that side. And I think I'm going to use the bells because they are so gorgeous. And which way around am I going to do it? I'm going to put the bow down first with a glue dot. I'm just going to centre that right about there, and the same thing here. I'm just going to put a glue dot onto the back of the bells, and I'm going to try and find a spot where it's not really going to show, and I'm kind of wadding it up a little bit, and then I'm going to pop that just over the centre of the bow, and that, I think, is a pretty swishy Christmas card. There it is, finished, and I want to thank you for staying with me up until now. And if you have enjoyed watching this video, then please do click the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more very soon. Share it on social media, and if you want to find my social media, my blog and my Facebook page and my online Stampin' Up store, then the information is in the more information box below the video. I will be posting more videos very soon, but for now, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.